strengthened it, and who knows?
All right, so we're looking at the ladies. We are looking at Rococo is the print that happens to be on Adrienne in the V-neck with the white with the swirls. And then our lovely Sam is wearing the partner to mine, the rose solid to my rose paisley. But what's the story here? As our best find of the day, Susan Graver, after 35 years, is giving us exactly what we need for wardrobe extenders.
Yes, yes.
And this is going to be the item and the items, rather, that extend everything you already own. You'll get so much more wear out of all your other pieces. Why? Because you've got two different tops that are gonna work like workhorses and make you look chef's kiss spectacular. The story is here, not $92, under $55 for not one Susan Graver liquid knit top, but two. What is the difference, my friends? Thank you for coming in, Dom. One of them is actually going to be a solid crew neck with elbow sleeves. The other is going to be a printed V-neck with 3/4 sleeves.
Yay.
They're both going to be liquid knit. They're both going to be this straight bottom hem with the exact same measurements. They're both coming home directly to you for $18.33 and not that $92 price tag. But here's the story, only until the end of the day. Price goes up, easy pay goes away at the end of the day. Now, if you're like, well, liquid knit, is that something that folks want? We have sent out 15 million pieces of liquid knit to our customers across the nation.
Yeah. It's the #1 fabric.
It's the #1 searched fabric. When folks come to QVC.com, they drop in the search bar liquid knit looking for building pieces, fancy going out pieces, casual pieces, whatever they want liquid knit. Let me take you through colors and let me let you know 6 colors available, sizes extra, extra small through 5X. The only thing you need to decide is your colorway. And then we're sending it directly to you. So you've got the black with the swirl.
And can we come in close for a moment on the swirl? Because from far away, it just looks like a tan, but it's herringbone.
Look at the herringbone in the tan.
How gorgeous is that? So it gives it depth, it gives it character, it really gives it almost a textured look to it. And again, V neckline with a binding around the neckline.
I love it.
And my favorite elbow sleeve. And I have to tell you, Rachel, these are the 2 most popular pieces in my whole entire collection, and that's why we made it a today's special value in all new colors, all new prints, updated it just a bit to make it new and exciting. So it's already beloved.
And I'm just going to say, as we go into these prints, I want you to know that Susan's an artist. She's a painter.
Thank you.
Jane Brown is a painter. She's a painter. And so all of these prints that are exclusive to us here at QVC, she's making with an artist's eye. So here's the Rococo. And by the way,
colors in there.
Let's zoom on in, Dom, if you would. Look at the Rococo. What did you put in there?
There's like a very light tan in here. There's also some gray. You'll see the gray up here, some of the grays, and you've got your darks and your lights to give it depth so it's not flat looking. There's like a vanilla color. Beautiful,
Where's
again,
the
movement.
inspiration for this Rococo? What is Rococo?
It's just the way that it, again, the scrolling of is what it, what gives it, the name. But yet it's all like connected. They're not like so separation of print.
I love it.
And then the solid, of course, you need your white solid.
And then here's my set, the rose and the paisley. Well, I'm just going to say this color, I call it makeup for the body. Because you already have, as you're watching us, this color as a lipstick, as a blush, as an eyeshadow in your makeup. So if you're going to put it on your face, put it on your body. Because it's makeup for the body. It means it will go with every single skin tone. You will grab compliments with it. I think that's why so many people love pink. Because somehow pink some way is a blush, is a lipstick, is a shadow, and it looks fantastic on everybody. So that's the color that I chose.
And there's actually like some deep, rich colors. There's some burgundy in here. You've got your kind of like pinks and violets, and it's also outlined in this kind of gold camel color, so that those etchings are very expensive to do. And we also have some, we call this a mottled effect, when you see the high and low and the dark and lights in here. So again, a very expensive print to produce, but yet the value is not to be believed. They're less than $28 each. I was like, are you kidding me?
Right now, you're saving $37. And honestly, when I was watching you and Amy at midnight, Amy was like, very good point. Oftentimes, we've actually presented one Susan Graver top, and it's $54. It's this price.
The print.
It's a printed top. and it's $55. And right now, you're getting both of these pieces, right? And you can see even on our if purchased separately that the printed top is going to be one that's more expensive in general because printing obviously takes more effort, more resources, and that's where they are a more expensive top. This is the emerald. I'm obsessed with this.
I love this one too.
This is the emerald and the baroque.
Again, if you can come in close to this, I want all of our girlfriends to see. This is what I call that mottled effect, but you're going to see it's a baroque. It's like that kind of like scrolly, kind of Versace kind of a print, and you're going to love that. You know, there's some lighter colors, pick-me-up colors, and it looks like, again, it's layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of color. And every time we add a screen, it costs money. So we're using the highest quality, most incredible prints, and then the solid is just beyond. I love these solids.
You have to have it.
Elbow sleeve.
We've got 2 more colors, but I want you to know, go ahead and place your order. Also, I'm going to invite you in to call us because we've got the designer here. I don't know if you know.
Come talk to me.
Come talk to us. We're at 1-800-395-1601. We'd love to hear your story about Liquid Knit. We haven't even described that yet. We're going to get to it. But this is the partner to Susan's that she's wearing. So we call that set the leopard and the cocoa.
I love
So remember,
this one.
you're getting 2 of the tops, 1 solid that's a crew neck and an elbow sleeve. The other is V-neck and 3/4 sleeve. And that is all coming home to you for that $18.33. And finally, we have what we're calling the, that is
like
the
leaf print.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
It is the leaf royal.
So again, coming really close and tight because you can see there's some of this like kind of seafoam green, there's turquoise, there's all shades, there's navy blue, dark ink, but there's all these beautiful purples in here. So it really is kind of like, you know, again, very kind of bright and cheerful and retro and really happy colors. The V neckline, we always do a binding on the V neckline so it's never going to roll, it's never going to lose its shape. And everything we did is super, super high quality. All the seaming detail is serge seams. The elbow sleeve is one of my favorite pieces because it covers my upper arm, but it's also, again, the most incredible styling of a basic because we did a higher crew neckline, like you would see in maybe like really high-end, you know, t-shirts, but done in this liquid knit. Liquid knit looks and feels like the most expensive silk. Right. And I love that you showed it with the jeans.
The jeans are coming up. The gray
Oh, they're so good together. But this does feel like when you get it home, you're going to go, oh my goodness. There are women who have changed their entire wardrobe into liquid knit because of the feel, the fact that you can throw it in the washing machine and dryer, pull it out of the dryer, no steaming, no ironing, travels like a dream. I travel with my liquid knit, roll it in a ball.
And the reason
and it's gorgeous.
That women, one of the reasons, one of the many reasons that women rave about it is that once you buy a liquid knit piece, it's like too dumb to die.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is you can't kill it.
Yes.
You literally, like I have had liquid knit for 14 years that looks like I just bought it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Because when you make an investment in liquid knit, it will look as sharp and as classic and as tailored and as beautiful day, I don't know, 14 years in, as it did as the day you bought it. I swear to goodness. And it's the craziest thing about that.
It is
We hear from women all the time. Nobody's like, their liquid knit didn't disintegrate. They actually just hand it down.
Yes.
They give it to Dress for Success, or they give it to
Yes.
somebody else who's going into the work world, maybe that they're not going into the work world, and then you just buy new. You buy new in different pieces because liquid knit is a silky hand. It's gorgeous. It retains its color. It never fades. It doesn't pill.
Ever.
It's easy to travel with, and it's like one of those things where you look classic and tailored and polished whenever you wear liquid knit. Always.
And look how flat it rolls up because these are microfibers and they hook and they grasp color, so the color's well saturated. So I'll travel, I'll wear liquid knit on the airplane or wherever I'm going on the train or, you know, and I'll wear liquid knit. But when I get to my destination, you know, I'm never wrinkled. Or you can pack. I have packed, you know, 10 to 15 pieces of liquid knit and put my luggage in the overhead compartment. I never check my luggage because this is is how I love to travel. I love to dress. So many women talk to me and they tell me so many stories about their liquid knit. There was one woman, she said she traveled all over Europe from country to country. All she brought was liquid knit and she washed it in the hotel sink.
Oh, absolutely.
And it dried
Easy.
the next day. I love these stories.
Right.
They're wonderful.
So we're going to head to the ladies. I'm going to bring the colors. I want you to give us a call. We're at 1-800-395-1601. You've got 6 colorways to choose from. There's Sam. She's actually wearing my color, which is the solid. And I'm not sure. I don't have a model card. I'm going to ask Sam. Sam, my love,
She's
how tall are you?
5'2".
You're 5'2". What size are you wearing? You're wearing a small. Sam's 5'2". She's in a small. Adrienne is 5'9". She's in the large. I got to let you know that it is the Ivory Rococo, which is flying out of here. Here, Sam and I are together. She's 5'2". I'm 5'9". I'm wearing mine in the extra small, and you're in the small too. So we're a set. So when you get the $18.33, we're the rose-colored set. And so the one that actually goes with Adrienne is going to be this lovely ivory that's so pretty. So you actually, I'm going to hand this to you because this is your second, so that everybody knows it's 2 pieces. To be clear, 2 pieces are coming home to you. The black and the swirl is also flying out of here. Sizes are going to be extra, extra small through 5X. We are size inclusive. It's the only order of the year, and this price in the Easy Pay goes away at the end of the day. If we even have any more of these available tomorrow, the next day, the day after, 2 months later, we're not going to have this price. This price is the lowest price you're going to see for at least 3 months. And if we happen to sell out of a size or a color in this set, we're not going to actually get it back until 2026. So if you're looking at this or you're thinking about packing for something and you're going somewhere, as Susan was saying, it's perfect to travel in. But here's the other thing. This is the answer to wherever you happen to be going. I don't care where you're going. This is the answer. Thank you, my love. 1,200 of these have been snapped up already.
Beautiful.
And I would love, Susan, what was your intention for us when you put this set together? What did you want for it to be?
I wanted, honest and truly, for you to have the best garments that we've ever done in 35 years. And that's what these are. These are our biggest reorder tops. Like, you know, and again, we updated them and we gave you new prints and new colors and updated the neckline. But these are the most popular tops in my entire collection. But I had no idea they were going to be less than $28 each.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is phenomenal. When I heard that, I was like doing my happy dance, because women, you're going to go crazy when you get this home. They're so good.
Let me take you through colors. They're actually in my hand. So you have the emerald, right? And the emerald and the baroque.
Baroque.
I like to just baroque. I like to road emerald and baroque. Here is the ivory and the rococo.
Yes.
Which is so fancy as well. Then we also have the black and the swirl. That, if we come on in close, has the herringbone in that lovely kind of taupey color that you have. Here is what we're calling, I think this is chocolate cocoa and leopard.
Yes, look how, I love that.
I mean,
that
it's
is so rich.
extraordinarily
and the
beautiful.
leopard print that we do, if we come in a little closer, it's almost like a rust color. You know, sometimes when you see leopard prints, they're usually just black and brown, and they're smaller. And so I like to add depth of color. I like to add something a little more exciting than most animal prints out there. This is the animal print that brightens up your face, that you're wearing to go to Las Vegas.
And by the way, right, you already know that Mocha Mousse is the Pantone color of 2025. So some sort of chocolate is necessary, right? We're actually in the rose paisley. So Sam and I are in the rose paisley.
What a perfect match.
I love it. And what you're holding is the
blue.
the navy leaf.
Gorgeous.
I think we actually call that the royal blue and the leaf. It's a 697-848. Susan's absolutely right. It's less than $27.50 for each of these tops.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
you couldn't go to QVC.com and find a printed V-neck of Susan's that is a V-neck and 3/4 sleeve for $27. It's not going to happen.
Never.
Except here. And Janice is on the line. Do you mind if we bring Janice in?
I'd love to.
Hi, Janice. I'm Rachel. This is Sam. This is Susan. Good afternoon to you.
Hey, guys. I have been trying to talk to you for the longest time.
Aw, I'm glad you got through.
Yay!
Nice
We
to
are
talk to you.
excited.
Tell me why.
I live in liquid knit, and I live in denim.
Oh,
Blue and white
yeah.
are my favorite colors.
Smart colors.
I got the blue TSB today.
Yay.
Well, I got it at midnight,
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
and I've been watching you all day.
Aw, thank you.
I love your liquid knit straight leg pants.
Thank you.
I have every color.
Wow.
They're perfect year-round Texas
Yeah.
dressing.